Let's see who's up. Going straight ham. Good morning. Well, it's not morning. Good evening. Hey, everybody. Hey, Dr. Sims. Hi, Trish. Good. Hey, Toya, what you... Oh, you're in Atlanta, but what you doing up? Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Tatiana. Hi, love. How are you? So I'm normally not up this late. Hey, Rashonda. How are you, boo? I know it's not morning. Hey, Kim. Yeah, I'm normally sleeping or in bed or reading or doing whatever I do. It has been a long time since I did a late night scope video, way past my bedtime, your bedtime, all of our bedtimes. But those of you know, you have seen my post yesterday and today. We are launching 30 Days of Thanks again. Oh, just got home from work. Good. So we are launching 30 Days of Thanks tomorrow. Tomorrow is November 1st. You know, November is literally kind of like our annual, ritual. I will say, hey, Susie. Hey, love. How are you? We're talking about 30 Days of Thanks. So very quickly, if you could, if you're on Periscope, you want to swipe right. If you're on the iPhone, swipe up. If you're on the Android, and share and invite some people in. I'm going to share my own broadcast so that people know that I'm live. And I'll share it also on Facebook. But I really just wanted to kind of introduce what we're doing for the next 30 days. Some of you are used to getting emails. And last year was the first time I actually did email and I read from the book. And so this is going to be the first year that we're not doing the e-devotional. We're actually just doing the book, the reading from the book. And so I'm sharing on social media. And let me see here. So I don't know if I can even share here. I don't know if I can share, but I bet I can share here. So so at any rate, come on in. I'm going to do what I do normally, and I'm going to share as well. And let's see. And I'm normally not, but I wanted to come, like I said, I wanted to come on, and it's interesting that some of y'all are up. Thank you. So let's double tap the screen. Let's give some hearts. Let's give some hearts. Let's double tap the screen. So I'm going to share on my personal page, and I'm going to share in my group. It's actually weird being up. Thank you so much for the hearts, y'all. It's so weird being up late at night, and I'll share with you why I'm doing this in a minute. Yes, get those hearts going. Get those hearts going. This is so cool. I have not been live, y'all, in a minute this late. Like, literally in a minute. Probably since I first started my morning life scope. So for those of you where this is like your first time joining me, whether it's on Facebook or Periscope, I'm not on Instagram right now because I'm not on my computer. So I'm just right now just on those two areas. So I am Detra Trueheart, your life purpose generator, purpose provoker, and I speak life mentor, helping you to get out of your own way and get to the business of living so that you can do life well. And the way that we help you do that is to get unstuck and get started. And so for me, I find that sometimes getting started is the hardest thing to do. We absolutely want you to finish, but you can't finish if you don't get started, right? And so I want you to get out of your own way. And I know that you do life, you do not life, but you do ministry, you do all kinds of stuff. You do it well. You do ministry well. You do work well. You do family well. You do community well. You do all of that well. But what you don't do well is you don't do life well. And so one of the things that we talk about is helping you to do life well, right? And so, hey, Dr. T, how are you? And so one of the things that we're talking about next month is the idea of cultivating and creating an attitude of gratitude, which is where my book comes from. 30 Days of Thanks, 30 daily devotions for cultivating an attitude of gratitude. Hey, Keita, how are you? All of y'all are up. I absolutely love it. Hey, 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 hey. And so one of the things that I wanted to today really just kind of go through, and I'm glad that you're live. Yeah, hey, Love Life E, how are you, love? Thank you for joining in. I just missed your name. Hey, Calvina, how are you? So it looks like y'all are up. This is so funny. I did not. Hey, Deandra, how are you, love? I did not expect y'all to be up. I really didn't. And so what I want to do is just talk a little bit about the book, talk a little bit about the history of kind of where it came from, and really kind of just tell you a little bit about how this is going to work. And so I'll be honest, I had to kind of really reconfigure some things simply because my mornings now are kind of like, other than our Monday morning life scope, I kind of leave my mornings to kind of get my son ready for school, to start work, because, just all kinds of things. So the way this is going to work is, so for the next 30 days, every Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Monday through Thursday for the month of November, we will be reading from 30 Days of Thanks. And so if you have your book, get it out, dust it off. We're going to be reading. Yes, thank you for the hearts. Keep the hearts coming. And on Fridays at noon, unless something pops up, we will be reading from the book. And so I didn't want to do Friday nights just because stuff comes up. Y'all know, y'all be out partying. Sometimes if you like me, you just ain't trying to be bothered. And so I decided that I'm like, okay, Lord, how do I do this Monday through Friday thing? There won't be any readings on Saturday or Sunday. So whatever day, so like, for example, days 4 and 5, you will have to read. Hey, Tamika, how are you, lovey? You'll have to read on your own. But as far as Monday through Thursday goes, or sleeping, right? Some of y'all will be sleeping, so you can catch the replay, 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday, 10 o'clock. If I do 11 o'clock, like I stayed up tonight, y'all, to do this. Like my husband just called to see if I was sleeping, because normally I'm in the bed. Like I'm in the bed, or I'm reading, or I'm getting ready to fall asleep at this time. I am normally not up at all at 11:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so what's really cool about this is that I haven't really done anything this late in a while. So it will be interesting to see what new faces I will be introduced to in the evening time, who normally, catch me in, it says starting my birthday right off November 1st. Oh, yes. Woo, woo. So let's talk a little bit about 30 Days of Thanks and what 30 Days of Thanks is all about. And so 30 Days of Thanks is a book that I wrote about 5 years ago. And it's interesting because when I wrote this book, I was kind of going through a transition in my life. There was some stuff that had happened, and I was just in one of those periods where I was not thankful for anything. Like I think I was complaining. My mindset wasn't really, to be honest, it wasn't what it is now. And I remember, God talking to me about blogging, because I was blogging at the time, every single day blogging something different. And so what I ended up doing was, hey Mary, how are you? Hey, I'm coming out 2017. Hey everybody, joining on tonight's video live session. I don't know what to call it, our late scope, our late video, whatever you want to call it. We are just hanging tonight, and we're talking a little bit about 30 Days of Thanks. And so one of the things that it taught me is that there is always something to be thankful and grateful for. Hey Maggie, how are you? I was gonna say good morning, because I'm always saying good morning to y'all, but it's not good morning. Hey everybody joining. So y'all share this, invite some people to come in so we can kind of talk. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time talking, but and I am gonna read from the first page, and I'll talk to you a little bit about, I'll read the introduction, and I'll talk a little bit about kind of like where this came from and all that other kind of stuff. Hey Janique, how are you? I know you are a night owl, so I know you're up. But it was just one of those things where, like, no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what is happening, we always have something to be thankful for. We always have something to be grateful for. And so it just taught me over those 30 days that literally every single day God gave me something different to be thankful for. And if you've read the book, then or if you've heard me read the book from last year, or if you've been on my e-devotional, which I used to give this out for free every year, you kind of know the story. There were some stories where, like, I would, God would give me something to share, or I wouldn't get it until the next morning or whatever. But every single day, He would give me something to share, to be thankful for. And so, which is now the result of this book, right? Hey, Nikita, how are you, love? And so, I started off the book with an introduction. So I'm going to read a little bit of the introduction, and what we will do. Hey, Chantrice, how are you, love? Every single day for 30 days, starting tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be careful. So listen, Monday through Thursday, starting tomorrow. So Wednesday and Thursday, we will be live at 10 p.m. Friday, we'll be live at 12 noon. So some of you might not be able to catch me Fridays, but Friday at 10 o'clock at night, like, it just is one of those things where it's a little sketchy, right? For me, for you, for all of us. So Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be reading from the book. If you don't have your book, you can get it on Amazon, or you can go to TrueheartSpeaks.com/30 Days of Thanks. But we'll be reading from the book, and we'll be talking, and I also have a devotional journal. So it says the book is so good, I'm only on day 13. I'm excited about this. I love it. Absolutely love it. So there is an assignment. So there's a journal assignment, and there's also a prayer. And so what we will do is when we talk about this tomorrow night, we'll go through this, and we'll have conversation about the journal assignment. We'll have conversation about the prayer, and really just kind of where we believe God wants us to be, right? And so, you know, this is the journal, right? This is what the journal looks like. And so, you know, if you look at it, you know, there's pages. So each day, you know, has the journal assignment, and then it also has pages that you can write. So at any rate, I wanted to, just like I said, I wanted to come on and just let everybody know that we're starting tomorrow. No worries. Like, if you want to order the book and you're like, shoot, I don't have it, you can listen, right? You can listen. You can get a notebook, and you can come back and listen to it. And then if you decide you want the book at a later date, because you may want to highlight something, you're like, ooh, that sounds good, you can always go back and buy the book at a later date. Like, you don't need the book to join me. But if you do want to join me, you can always order the book. And there's tons of you who already have the book, and maybe you haven't read it like in a few months, because some of you have had it for a couple of months. Get that book out, dust it off, because we about to open it up. It is now time for our annual 30 Days of Thanks conversation. So let's talk a little bit about the introduction. I'm going to read the introduction, and then we'll have a little bit of conversation, and then I'm going to let y'all go. And so I'm hoping that we'll be on maybe like from 10 to 10:30. The conversation may get good. And so what I love about doing it at 10 o'clock and even at 12 noon is that I'm not limited by time. I don't have to take my son to school. My son will already be in bed. And unless my husband and I are going on a lunch date, I will not necessarily, it says, where can I get my copy tomorrow? My screen froze when you said where. So if you want to connect with me in person, Tiffany, you can get your copy. Other than that, you can go to my website, or you can go to Amazon.com and you can order it, and then I can put it in the mail. And it's normally priority mail, and so you'll get it probably within, you know, if you do Amazon Prime, you'll still get it in 2 days. If you do it through my website, you'll still, I normally priority, so it'll go out tomorrow and you'll get it by Friday. Okay? So those of you, it's TrueheartSpeaks. Let me just type this in. So TrueheartSpeaks.com/30 Days of Thanks. And then I'll also just get the link on Amazon for those of you who have Prime. And you can, let me see here. I just looked this up too. But, you know, I love, you know, coming back to this because you're welcome, love. And so this is like a huge link, but I'm going to put this in here anyway because, like I said, you can go directly to Amazon, and then you can click that, and then you can kind of get what you need. And so let's kind of talk about, let's go into the introduction. And so I start the book off that says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. And that's 1 Thessalonians 5:18, the King James Version. And that's really the basis for the book, that in everything, in every situation, good, bad, or indifferent, that there is always something to be thankful and grateful for. There is always, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what is happening in your life. I don't care like how crazy stuff is. There is always something to be grateful and thankful for. And so I said 5 years ago in November 2011, I was in a very stressful and crazy place. 2 weeks after my son was born, tragedy hit my family, and I was forced to transition from a new mom to overseer. I was angry, disappointed, and confused. I was also scared, and many times I questioned God's timing. But during this tumultuous season, God spoke to me every day in the month of November and gave me something to be thankful for. Thus, the 30 Days of Thanks was birthed. Some people wondered how I made it through that time in my life. Well, it was God speaking to me daily. God forced me to change my perspective from what was happening around me to focusing on Him. For every day for 30 days, I was given a message to meditate on and then share. I'm not sure what you may be going through, but know this. Being thankful and grateful isn't optional. It is a necessity. So I'm going to stop there for a minute. Being thankful and grateful isn't optional. It's a necessity. It is a necessity for you to find something to be grateful for. It is a necessity for you to be able to find something that you can hope in, have faith in, and trust in, and be able to know that that thing that you are thankful for can guide you through the process and through what you're going through right now, right? And so it says, it's easy to appreciate your life when it's all gravy, but what happens when your feet are knocked right from up under you, and when you can't see your left from your right, or when nothing makes sense? How many of us have been through something where it's like, yo, like this right here, you're tripping, right? Like I feel like I'm being punked. Like, you can't possibly tell me that like this is, you know, like this is reality. You can't tell me that, like, and sometimes for some of us, it's like, you know, like if one more thing happens to me, I'm gonna kick somebody in the shin. And so let me see, just sharing something here. And so you're like really, like this just, it can't be. Like it can't be. And so it says, this is why you need this devotional. This is why you need the 30 days of thanks. Because sometimes there's so much going on around you that you miss focusing on what's in you, right? And so if this is good, y'all have to be double tapping the screen. Give me some hearts, that sort of thing. Because I need to feel the love, because I'm staying up late. I'm sharing, right? We staying up. We're going to have baby bags in the morning. I'm experiencing that right now. OMG, right? Confirmation. I'm telling you, this book is going to bless somebody in the month of November. Like, I promise you, it's going to bless somebody. Maybe everybody, but I know at least 1 or 2 people, y'all are going to be blessed by this. And so it says, for the past few years, I've given it away for free as an online e-devotional, but now you can hold my book, 30 Days of Thanks, 30 Daily Devotions for Cultivating an Attitude of Gratitude, in your hands to refer to whenever you need a reminder of something to be grateful for. You see, there is always something to be thankful for. And so with that being said, welcome and thank you for joining me on this 30-day journey. In the hustle and bustle of life, it is of the utmost importance that we make time to give thanks for the numerous blessings granted to us daily. Over the next 30 days, we will dive in and develop an intense and sincere appreciation for where we are, as well as where we've come, from. Zechariah 4:10 in the NLT version, it says, do not despise these small beginnings. We don't want to take where we've been nor where we are for granted. And so sometimes we get to a place where we take for granted where we've been because where we are is so sucky. We take for granted that God has brought us through before, and we forget that God has brought us through before because we don't think that he can bring us through now. And so when we get to a place of when we think back and when we give thanks to God about what he has brought us through, it changes our perspective. Giving thanks and appreciation changes our perspective. And so developing and cultivating an attitude of gratitude allows us to not only be thankful for where we are going, but to also have a better sense of gratefulness when we get there. Each day you will be reminded of one thing to be thankful for. You will meditate on it all day, as well as take a few moments to journal and pray about it in the 30 Days of Thanks devotional journal or your own personal journal. You do want to get, and I'm telling y'all right now, you want to get a notebook. You want to get a journal. You want to get something because you are going to want to take notes. Hey, Moshe, how are you doing, lovey? You're going to want to take notes. So if you're wondering, no, this isn't meant to be hard, but it is meant to help you develop a habit of consistently being thankful. The challenge is being able to maintain an attitude of gratitude when the floor comes from under you and your own personal storm comes from out of nowhere, causing confusion, devastation, destruction, and chaos in your life. My question to you is, will you still be able to give thanks in all things? After these next 30 days, I hope your answer will be yes. 1 Thessalonians 5:18 again says, in all things give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Take a moment and think about this. God's will concerning your life is for you to give thanks in all things. Not some things or a few things, but all things. A-L-L, all things. So no matter what happens over these next 30 days, you will have something to be thankful for because this is the will of God concerning your life. The easy part is that I give you something to be thankful for each day. You won't have to come up with it on your own. This way, there will be no excuse for you to say, I don't have anything to be thankful for today. Each day is designed for you to read, ponder, and then write about it in your journal. You should know that this book was written in a conversational tone, and a majority of the book has not been modified to keep the integrity and flow of the book, so you're reading it the exact way God gave it to me back in 2011. So are you ready? I sure hope so. Well, then let's get started. So that was the introduction. We will pick up with day 1 tomorrow night. And so, yeah, so we will, again, I don't know about you, but sometimes we just forget to be thankful. Like sometimes, and I'll just be honest, it's not necessarily, in the bad times, it's the good times. Sometimes stuff is going so well, and sometimes stuff is going so good that like you just kind of take for granted that like God is just going to start to shower down blessings, or stuff gets so bad that you forget to be thankful because it's like, dang, like what exactly do I have to be thankful for when all hell is breaking loose in my life? So I want to encourage you to join me on this 30-day journey. If you can't join me live every day, again, we'll be live Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Friday, every Friday, it'll be 12 noon. And then we're off Saturdays and Sundays. So every Saturday and Sunday, should we complete the day before 10 tomorrow? You can complete it before 10 tomorrow, or you can read it with me. I mean, it'll kind of be a little backwards because you'll be kind of completing the day at the end of the day. But it doesn't matter because we're still going to have conversation together. And I think it'll be something that you can reflect on. And even if you think about your day and you're like, dang, like, I actually went through this day like kind of feeling kind of sucky, and I actually really have something that I can be thankful for. Like, it's not, you can ponder on it throughout the day of the next day. However you want to do it. If you have the book, you can most assuredly start reading now. Like you can read day 1 tomorrow morning, right? If you want to read it tonight, you can read it tonight and ponder on it, for the day. But I think, it's really just meant for us to have conversation and read it together and do something new. Last year we did this in the morning for the Morning Life Scope. And I'm still keeping my Monday morning motivation every single Monday. So that will not change. We're just gonna do our nighttime thing, and we'll see how, like, I'm being flexible. Like, I'm not sure how this is gonna come out, but I'm open to it, right? I'm totally open to it. And so my prayers is that you will be blessed by the reading of the book, that there will be something that will be said that will change your perspective, that will help to refuel your tank as it relates to gratitude, your gratitude tank. Sometimes it gets a little empty. Like, we're at a point where it's just like, okay, Lord, I'm a little empty today. Like, and then you're reminded of life. You're reminded of, like, today, the situation in New York City. I saw that a lady locally had passed away of cancer. Like, little things like that, and you realize, well, dang, like, my life is not as bad as I thought it was. My situation is not as bad as somebody else's situation. You know what I mean? Like, when you start to put things into perspective, there is always something to be thankful for. When I say always, always. So, does anybody have any questions? I'm going to let y'all go. I told you I'm not going to keep y'all on all night, but I did want to come on, and I did want to do like a quick introduction so that we can be ready tomorrow. I would love to meet you and purchase the book tomorrow. So inbox me, Rashonda, and we can, I know Rashonda, somebody else, who else was that? I think it was Chantrice, and Tiffany. So, inbox me on Facebook and, let me know like your schedule. And we can connect, and I can just kind of have books and journals with me. And I'm working tomorrow night at church, but I'll be there before like it starts, so you can always meet me at my church and you can get the book and the journal. And then I'm technically free during the day, just doing like some other work stuff. So just inbox me. Those of you who want the book, inbox me if you want to kind of hook up so that you can get the book tomorrow, or if you just want to go to the website or Amazon and purchase it, and it'll be there in like a couple of days. Okay. Any other questions that you guys have before I let you guys go? Nothing else? Okie dokie smokies. So, I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. My prayers is that you have good sleep. You're welcome, Dr. T. I miss you. I gotta come and see you and like snag you and hug you, because it's been like forever. Like forever. But my prayers is that that you have, peaceful sleep and, you know, restful sleep, peaceful sleep, that you have sweet dreams, that you know, that God would just kind of allow you to rest tonight. Like, there's a difference between sleeping and rest. And so while you were sleeping, my prayer is that we all, like even me, that we would have good sleep, right? There's nothing like good sleep, and there is nothing like restless sleep. Like, you wake up and you've been asleep, but you like literally like, you know, let's go eat sometime. Yes, we can do that. I love to eat. So yeah, so let's do that. But I'm going to pop in probably like next week to see you. I have to speak at church this Sunday. So I know I'll be coming in just to kind of do attendance or whatever. So I probably won't be staying long. And then I'll probably be coming right back out. So those of you who are in the Buffalo area, if you want to see me this Sunday, I'm doing week 4 of Kill the Spider. We're reading this book called Kill the Spider. And so I am doing week 4, and it actually is talking about prayer and quiet time. And so if you're in the Buffalo area and you don't have anything major going on at your own church, because I know what it's like to be at church and not want to miss church. It's at 567 Hurdle Avenue. I'm going to be speaking at both services, the 9:30 and the 11:15. So you can come. And, you know, I always tell people, like, if you come, make sure you stay so that I can see you and say hello and hug you. So if that's it, like I said, I don't want to keep you all. Those of you who are just joining, welcome. My name is Detra of TrueheartSpeaks Enterprises. I'm your life purpose generator, purpose provoker, and I speak life mentor, helping you to get out of your own way, get to the business of living so that you can do life well. And the way we do that is help you to get unstuck so that you can get started. And so for the next 30 days, we're going to be reading 30 Days of Thanks, which is my book. That's me right there. And so if you don't have to buy the book in order to join me, you just have to join me tomorrow, starting tomorrow, Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Friday at 12 noon. Yeah, Dr. T, it's really like this huge transition. Like we really just need to talk, and like, it's just, yeah, it is. And I want to talk to y'all a little bit about the women's conference that I spoke at over the weekend. So I'm going to be trying to do more lives, and they might be in the evening just because it's easier for me once my kid is asleep, and I know that I don't have to wake him up for school or anything like that. So again, I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for staying up with me. I know some of y'all about to get ready and do some work or whatever, but if you're going to bed, sweet dreams, restful sleep, and I will see y'all tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. And please tell, you know what, I received that, and somebody said that to me, Dr. T, and I'm just trying to mentally wrap my head around it. Thank you, Kim. I love you. Thank you, everybody. Good night. And like I said, I will see y'all tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. So, and share and invite people and tell everybody about it so that people can kind of be blessed by what we're getting ready to experience this month. I'm praying that God does something explosive in every single person's life who watches this and reads the book, right? Thanks, Maggie. Thanks, Deandra. Thanks, everybody. So good night, and I love y'all. Bye.